Well, speaking of unusual combinations of things,
Yes.
so I finally dragged Daniel into watching one of these. Umamusume Pretty Derby, Cinderella Gray, the Amazon Prime exclusive spinoff.
Yes. And yeah, it's yeah. I can see why this series is becoming really popular. It's I was expecting Neko Para, and then I got a sports anime instead.
Yeah, that's so. What's funny about this series is that I think I mentioned this when I did my kind of brief and kind of too jumbled series overview a few months back. Uh, the series was first announced in 2018. Around the same time, they came out with an anime from a different studio, and then they had a 3-year hiatus when they realized, oh crap, people like the racing aspect of this series. We need to remake the game so it's less of a dating sim.
I would say that, and I would say that worked.
Yeah, because Cinderella Gray is the Road to the Top series that you can watch on YouTube was, I believe, their first production in-house, but this is a Psy Games joint right here, starring Oguri Cap, who the real-life racehorse that she is based on was kind of credited with basically saving the, or not saving, but revitalizing the Japanese racehorse scene in the 80s. He was the first one that they actually produced a plushie of because women were so into him.
Yeah. You showed me some pictures of him, and he was and there's a reason he was called they refer to him with the gray because he had very gray fur.
Right, which that is not a dominant pattern for racehorses.
No, it isn't. Yeah, usually brown or black.
Yep.
Yeah.
But okay, so in a world where horses never were, we're not going to question how that it would have impacted human series.
Yes. Yeah.
Or human history, I meant to say.
Yes, yeah, because they were pretty important.
Occasionally, young women are born with horse ears and a tail, and frankly, superhuman strength and power. And the way that society has chosen to adapt them is to put them in track and field races against each other.
Yeah. Yeah, and so in this series, we've got this this racing academy. I can't remember where it was. It's a very low tier academy. It's not the big one in Nagoya. It's a different one.
Yeah, because Cinderella, or excuse me, Oguri is from the sticks.
Yes, she's from the sticks, and she's very kind of clueless.
Yes. When a buddy of mine showed me the first episode of this, I immediately said, aha, horse Goku, because all she's interested in is sleeping, eating, and racing.
Yeah. She shows up to class in her tracksuit, and it's all dirty, and she's all dirty and sweaty, and and of course a bunch of the other horse girls start picking on her, and of course she's completely oblivious to this, but they quickly find out, but they quickly realize that she's actually very talented, like she's really fast. And she's got her coach. What was his name?
I see my character list up here to the side. Joe Kitahara.
Yeah, and he's very eager to find the next great horse girl, superstar horse girl, and thinks he's found her with Oguri. Is it Oguru? Oguri.
Oguri.
But they basically, the first 3 episodes are her like training, and then they have the one race where she's racing the one horse girl who ends up who's basically her rival, March, who really doesn't like Oguri because she's like because no, I the what was it, the Tetico Cup? Is that what it was? The big
Tokino
race,
Cup, maybe. I
Tokino
forget.
Cup, yeah.
I'm probably misremembering it. It's
Yeah,
it's not one of it's like a big regional race, but not like one of the ones that I've seen the name of 100 times playing the game. So
yeah. Yeah, it's not like the American version would be like the Kentucky Derby.
right.
Yeah, and but yeah, she's like they have this budding rivalry going, and of course Joe teaches Oguri a secret for how she can win races by like really digging her foot in the dirt and then launching herself. Um, and there's something else I was going to mention. Oh yeah, so like the third episode, which where she actually does win a race. And is this very common with the in the other shows and the game where like the horse girl wins a race, they do a victory dance?
Yes, that is part of the DNA of the series from when it was going to be more of an idol game slash idol as an IDOL
Yeah.
game slash girlfriend simulator more than it is which like if you play the game and you win a race, or actually even if you just finish a race, you can watch the winners have to put on a performance.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
since this is a race out in the sticks, you don't get a full song and dance routine with like multiple person choreography. You just get the winner having to do something.
Yeah, and with Oguri, she basically does like a traditional Japanese dance, which everybody's just kind of like, oh, okay.
We were expecting J-pop.
Yeah. But yeah, so like so they have like she has these like trio of bully girls that are picking on her, and one of them was the redhead who's like her roommate, but she's like, oh, I have a lot of stuff. Just
and then she like takes Oguri to a storage closet, and Oguri is like, wait, there's 4 walls and lights. This room is great.
Yeah. Yeah, and but by the end of the third episode, after she Oguri beats her in the race, she's like, oh, okay, you're all right.
Yeah, so interesting thing about this series is that those 3 characters may have been loosely based on some real horses, but they are original characters, which is why they were allowed to actually be villainous.
Okay.
Because that's one of the interesting rules of the series is that you're basically like, I'm just gonna like imagine that they had pretty Super Bowl football girls and they were adapting like great American greats of the sport into as cute anime girls. The John Madden estate would not allow him to be portrayed as an actual bully or cheater.
Yeah, or if based on Tom Brady.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Tom Brady's the better example because he actually was caught being shady many times.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so Tom Brady chant would not be allowed to actually be a legit cheater because, the owners of the likeness of these horses, they want to be able to sell merchandise. And Cygames wants the character to be admirable and sympathetic so that when they add them to the game, you want to spend hundreds of dollars trying to pull them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like basically if you have a character who is like legitimately evil or shady or mean, they're probably a pastiche of somebody.
Okay, yeah. And wasn't you was telling me that a lot of the horses were actually owned by the Yakuza?
So I want to make a minor correction. The whole no looting the horse girl things because the Yakuza will come for you thing is probably an exaggeration / internet meme more than an actual factual thing. I have not done enough independent research to say how much the Yakuza has to do with it, but it's a enterprise that heavily involves gambling. And this was a time period before the Yakuza was kind of driven underground after a Yakuza war that was fought in public, kind of made everybody turn on them. So
Yeah.
there's got to be some sort of organized crime involvement, because how do you avoid it when you have a suspicious industry like that?
Oh yeah. And well, it's like Las Vegas back in the 60s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've watched the first 3 episodes. I think I'll tune into the rest of the season. See how it goes.
Yeah, and it's been a pretty big hit. This is based on a manga that's been running for many years now, which is why the series has a somewhat different art style than other parts of the media, because they're just imitating his style.
Yeah.
What I will say is that apparently there's enough plot that it's still ongoing to this day, and I think it must be at least 3 or 4 years old at this point.
Wow.
Because Oguri had a long and varied career. Also, there's like a very 70s aesthetic to the feel to it, even though everybody has smartphones, and Oguri Cap was active in the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
That's like the coach over here, like with that hat and style here, like he would not be out of place in the 70s giant robot show.
Yeah.
Another amusing thing, there's this minor character Belno over here. I saw somebody pointing out that they did they do a detailed job with the body language. Like one scene where Oguri is being bullied, she like flattens her ears down and bares her teeth, which is basically Horse for back off or you're getting bitten.
Yeah.
When she's trying to like defend her friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like autistic levels of detail run heavily through this whole franchise.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, you want it to be authentic. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's one of those things where like I keep finding out things about Oguri that, because I keep getting bombarded with YouTube shorts where somebody says, hey, quick fact about Oguri Cap. Apparently, the real Horse ate more than everyone else, ate faster than everybody else, and ate things that are normally distasteful and mildly toxic to horses, like garlic.
Oh,
he was just a like pure glutton.
Pure wow. And that fits with her because that's all she does is eat. Just piles of food.
More food than her body mass.
Yeah. In the first episode, she eats all that. Eats a whole bunch of food, and she's already got a gut.
But yeah, so we mentioned at the start of it that it's available on Amazon Prime. So if this sounds remotely interesting, I keep hearing people, and this was kind of my reaction to it too, is like, how is this series so good? Like, because like it's better than most sports anime I've seen that are their own standalone things. I don't know how you do it.
Well, the people working on it have a lot of passion for the series, and they probably were horse racing fans.
Yep. So